Welcome back. We're joined now with Colorado's best attorney, Phil Harding. Today we're going to highlight some of the questions that he gets all the time and also some misconceptions, right, about what happens after a car accident, right?
We are. We're going to go into this. And kind of the biggest question that everyone starts off with, and not to steal the thunder from you, but is what if the other side calls and wants a statement? And let's talk about that. Very simple. Don't give a statement, and here's the reason why. First of all, there's a Colorado law out there that says if you are injured, the other side, it is illegal, really illegal for them to call you within 15 days and get a statement, but they do that all the time. So the first thing going through your mind is, if these guys are really stand-up people, why are they breaking the law? And I'll tell you why they're breaking the law. Because they want to get information to help them and their client, not you, right? You're the opposite of what they're trying to protect. So let's run through a scenario. Let's say you get rear-ended, the other side calls back and calls you the day afterwards and they say, hey, we've accepted liability, which means we're at fault. Please give us a statement. So the first thing that's going through your mind is, why do they need a statement, right? If they've already accepted liability.
But they make it sound so innocent. They're like, oh, we just want to get your side. I mean, you know, you've told us over and over the years, do not give a statement. But I won't name names, but we know someone here in the building that we work with. Her daughter had an accident.
Wow.
The other side called right away, and they gave him a statement. And we're like, no, Phil says not to do that.
Yeah,
and you really should not do it, right?
Absolutely, and here's the reason why. So they call you up and they say, are you injured? And you go, yeah, my neck and my back hurt. Remember, this is the day after the accident.
Yeah.
And then they say, well, tell us how fast you think the car was going that ran into you. And you're like, I don't know, they were flying 30 or 40 miles an hour. Here's the problem. The pains that you have the day after the accident are going to be drastically different than a week from then. So later when you go to settle, you're going to say, all right, well, my arms and my hips hurt too, but I didn't tell you that. Then they're going to say, we're not going to pay that. The other thing is they're going to pull the black box from cars. Cars have black boxes, just like airplanes. They're called EDRs. And then maybe the EDR says they were going 15 or 20 miles an hour. So now they say, you're exaggerating. We're going to pay you less. Really, nothing good comes out of that.
Wow. I think a lot of people, they feel, I don't know, the pressure to give a statement because they think, you know what, I've got to go to the hospital. I want the hospital bill paid. I mean, who's in charge of paying those hospital bills?
That's another great question. Everyone thinks that the other side pays for the medical bills. Remember, the other side writes one check and only one check at the very end. But they're going to call you up and they're going to say, again, something deceptive. Hey, please send us your medical bills because we want to pay for it. What they are not telling you is at the very end. Here's the reason why. Let's look at this. If you have health insurance, Medicaid, or Medicare, then you'll get a bill something like this. And they're called EOBs, stands for Explanation of Benefits. And essentially, this is a real EOB. Went to my client's health insurance, and so the billed amount from Swedish is $29,000. You know, Medicaid, Medicare, or health insurance comes back and says, now we get a discounted amount, so we're only paying $8,500. So that's why the other side wants to see your medical bill so that they can come back and say, we're only going to pay you the $8,500 because that's the amount that's covered by the plan.
Yeah, they're saying, oh, you got to pay that, you know, $8,500, so that's what we're going to reimburse you. But the fact is, I mean, you've been paying premiums all these years. I mean, you've certainly probably paid more than the $29,000 over the years, right?
Exactly. They're not paying for your premiums or reimbursing your premiums,
right,
so they don't get to see the reduced amount. That is called the collateral source doctrine. Let me tell you how you should. So here's the EOB, right? This is how you should send it. Do you see how it says redacted?
Yeah, it's all blacked
right?
out.
The only thing you show is the $29,000. So on this one bill alone, you could be getting $29,000. You might have to pay back the $8,500 because of subrogation, but seriously, the other side's not your friend. They're not your buddy. Just let your insurance company run interference if you want.
All right. So glad you're here. These are great reminders. You know, if you are in an accident and the other side calls you, do not give a statement.
Don't.
Okay.
Not at all.
All right. Great stuff, Phil. We appreciate it. So if you have a question for our legal expert, just go to our website, kdvr.com. Click on Colorado's Best. You're going to see Phil's photo. If you click on his photo, then you can send him your questions directly. He will take the time to answer them each personally and confidentially. And to reach Harding & Associates directly, here's his number, 303-762-9500. You can get a free consultation anytime. You can also find him online at hlaw.com. Thanks, Phil.
Thank you.